Yes, sir. I can see the screen, but your voice is a little bit low. If you can raise a little bit of your voice.
Yep. That's okay. Is it better now?
Yes, I can understand.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can go
Yeah.
go further.
Okay. So basically, we'll start with the basics. Okay. So the first thing coming to our mind is, so who are the business analysts and why we need them and why we want to go for the particular tools over there. Okay, so I'll start with the particular basics. So the computer revolution started in the earlier 1900 basically. So previously they used to uh, invent the computers for the calculation purpose, but in the 1900, the great revolution came from the banking, insurance, and the other sectors, and people want to do the expansion of their particular business. So previously, banks are sitting at a particular city, but they are not having any communication to the other city. So then the telephone came, then gradually the insurances came, then gradually the FMCG market came, and people want to go to the over horizon, and they want to do some certain kind of changes to their business, and they want to earn more. So that is the grip of this particular sector, which results the IT sector in boom, basically. So the software revolution helps the users to achieve their technicality, but it didn't help them to think from a product standpoint how it is going to expand their particular businesses. So as the things are going gradually moving over there, people started thinking that okay, hey, how I can leverage this IT industry to expand my particular business and how it is going to help for them. So they started thinking that okay, hey, we can make certain products which is going to help in our day-to-day activities, where we are putting our manual labors, where we are putting some kind of effects over there. So they need certain people who is going to understand the particular businesses and as well as the IT industry as well there. So there comes the business analyst position into this market. So the business analyst basically it's the position where it consists of a business knowledge as well as the IT and the technology knowledge as well. So basically, whenever we are talking about a particular product, the product deals with a customer basically. So the product is meant for a customer and a technology team who is going to help to make the particular product. Product could be anything. It could be an application. It could be a software piece. It could be a web application. It could be a smart devices, anything which is going to help the people to grow their particular business is called a product. Till now, any questions?
It's okay.
Okay. Now, why business analysts are required? Now, when we talk about the customers, basically, customer needs this particular product or customer asks the IT teams to make certain products over there. But customer's team does not know about how the IT functions, what are the technology aspects are there, and they do not know, they do not have the actual verbiage to speak to the IT. So they need certain individuals who understand their positions like the business and also understand the terminologies which are used by the IT team. So they need a person who is going to fill the gap in between them. So there the business analyst comes to the picture over there, who is a bridge in between the customers and basically a technology team. So he maintains the harmony in between them. So what he does, he identifies the business needs from the customer. Then he comes back to the technology team. Then he builds the particular requirements. So basically requirements are the set of instructions which are used to make a particular product. So he makes that particular information. Then with the help of the team, he builds a solution. Then the solution is passed back to the customer team over there, where the customer team validates the particular solution over there. So this is the overall high level overview from a business analyst standpoint, how they are working. Questions, concerns, let me know.
Yeah, you may proceed. Yes.
Okay. So when we talk about the customer teams are basically called stakeholders, okay, who is running a part of the particular company or who is going to invest in that the particular product itself. So it could be anything. It could be a company's CEO. It could be a company's director. It could be a sponsor over there. It could be a technology staff over there. It could be a customer care representative. Might be. It could be a associate. So whichever domain which we will be working, domain means basically business. The customer team belongs to that the particular business. If we work for banks, then the bank's employees would be part of there. If you work for insurance, insurance employees or insurance brokers are part of that particular process. If you are working for auto industry, the manufacturing industry are part of our customer teams over there. So we need to build the application as per their needs, and we need to provide them the optimal solution over there. So how we are going to provide the optimal solution? So it goes through a process. The process is called software development life cycle, or it's called a software process over there. So the outcome of this particular process is called your software project. So each and every software project is having a last outcome, which is called your software product, basically, which is getting leveraged by the customers or the consumers or the users over there. So whenever the business analyst works with the customer teams, they capture the requirements. Maintaining those requirements are called the requirement engineering. That's one of the main responsibility of a business analyst over there. So when we talk about business analyst careers, the career has been classified into 3 different parts, okay? And this is not by us, this is provided by International Institute of Business Analysis. So there are 3 kinds of business analysts available in the market. The first one is called a generalist. Second one is called a specialist. Third one is called a hybrid. So before jumping there, we need to understand a little bit industry a little bit more. So in the industry, we do have 3 different types of companies are there. The first one is called your product. Second one is called your consulting. Third one is called your services. Product companies are basically helping the consumers to make the particular product and sell it based on the consumer needs or the market needs over there. Example, Google, Microsoft, OpenAI, Adobe, they make the product based on the consumer needs and they sell it over there. Those are called the product companies over there. Second company is called a consulting company. Consulting companies are providing 360-degree services to a particular smaller business over there. Smaller or medium businesses, they are not able to afford their own IT team or audit team or the tax team. So they reaches out to the consulting companies to provide those particular services. So the consulting companies provide them the services from taxes, from the IT services standpoint, and they do charge a hefty amount over this. So that is one type of company which is existing in the market. Example, Big Four, Deloitte, KPMG, PwC, these people are there. Last one is called your services company. So I am a small business. I have made a particular product with the help of a consulting company. But my product requires maintenance. I cannot go back to my consulting company. I need, because they are charging pretty more. So I would be going and hiring a service company who is going to help the maintenance of my particular product over there. So those are called the services companies are there. Example, Cognizant. Then we do have a lot of Indian markets providers are there like Infosys, others. These companies are providing services. Okay, now in these 3 companies, we do see different type of business analysts over there. Like the hybrid BS, we call them as product guys. Basically, they exist in the either a product company or in the consulting company. What does mean a hybrid? Will be coming over there. Specialists exist also in the consulting company and generalists existing in the services companies over there. So what does mean a generalist? Generalists basically they are competent across all the areas of business analysis. Means how they are working with the stakeholders or the customers, how they are going to capture the requirements, the basic techniques, and they do have experience into various kinds of knowledge over there. And they would be available in various levels of the organizations, mostly into the services industry, because services industry does not require that much depth of a business analyst knowledge. Next one is called your specialists. Okay. Now, if you are working for a consulting company, consulting company provided services to lot of businesses over there. Now, businesses means we should have a knowledge on the business process. Means if we are working for a client who is having a product for healthcare, then we should know how the healthcare functions. If we have a client who is into the banking, then we should know how the banking works. So that we call them as experts. So they do have the process knowledge, business analysis knowledge as a part, and also the subject matter expertise knowledge as well. They should know the business knowledge. Now these are called the specialists. Last one called the hybrids. They are basically combination of specialist hybrids. They do have knowledge to everything. They also have the business analysis and also the subject matter experts over there. So we can tell them jack of all trades. So they are existing in most of the companies over. Now, when we will be going through our particular process, we will be dealing with the hybrids. Means we will give you knowledge from technicality. We will give you knowledge from a business analysis standpoint. We will give you knowledge in the artificial intelligence standpoint. We will give you the knowledge how you are going to surviving in a particular IT industry. If you are from an IT background or if you are also from a non-IT background, so how the processes works basically, what kind of questions should be coming over there for that, so that you can go and you can survive in that particular industry. I'll be stopping over here. Questions, concerns, let me know.
It's okay.
Okay. Now, the IIBA basically, so they have classified into a lot of levels over there. So we do have business analyst, then we will go to the intelligence agile analyst, then we'll go for senior agile analyst over there. So once you gradually move, your starting career will be business analysis, then you will be moving towards the higher level over there. So this is the chart for that. From a career growth standpoint, like your 5 years or 6 years, you will be becoming some kind of a lead business analyst. Okay. Then you will be gradually becoming a company VP, then you will be becoming a director over there. Now, as for the industry standard, what we are going to cover? So we'll be covering these all 50 items in which is mentioned over here. Apart from that, the yellow colored marked items are your most must-have items are there. Means these are required whenever you are going to work for a particular organizations. So basically, it is going to help you in your day-to-day activities over here. Okay. Now, so what are the roles and responsibility of a business analyst? The first roles and responsibility of a business analyst is identifying the stakeholders. Who are stakeholders? We told stakeholders are the people who are owning a part of the particular company or they are going to sponsor your particular document. How? We will be discussing in the detail in our classes. Apart from that, gathering the requirements from the stakeholders. So for a particular product, we need certain instruction how to make the product, how it is going to look like, what kind of functionality would be there, what kind of users would be there, where this product would be getting used, how you will be using it, how many users you are expecting. So these are the questions, and this is how we will be capturing our requirements. For capturing the requirements, we do have 10 different methodologies are there, which we will be discussing. Apart from that, once you capture your requirements, we need to document them. So we document them using the BRD and the functional specification documents as well. Apart from that, what additionally we do? We do prepare certain prototypes. Prototypes are the replica of a particular product. Means if I am going to make a website, then I should create a mock website design before that. If I'm going to create an application, then I should create a mock application prior to that. So why? Because it will help us to showcase that the information to our customers, and they will also be in the same page how we are designing. Then we will also go work asking them the questions, what is going to be blockers, issues for our technicality. Then also once we make the particular product, we prepare the user manual. As a BA, it's the responsibility of ours is to create a user manual. You might have seen that if you are purchasing a mobile or if you are purchasing any electronic items, there is a manual has been given. This is how you are going to use it. Similarly, we are making a product. So how the product is going to be used, we make a manual for them. Then also sometimes we go and we travel to the end user's place. Let's take an example. I am working for a consulting company and KFC wants to make a product for us. So once the product has been done, so we will be traveling to the KFC and we will be showcasing that the particular product. This is how you will be behaving and we will give a training on it. So we do provide the training and the training manuals as well. This is how basically the business analysis roles and responsibility works. I'll be stopping over here. Any questions, any concerns?
No, you may please go further.
Okay. So as a part of the course, what additional things we will be covering? So we will have these particular details. So we'll be starting with the onboarding of the particular project. Concepts, meetings, orientations, kickoffs, KT process, generative artificial intelligence from a BA, ChatGPT and the BART uses for the particular BA, requirement gatherings, elicitation techniques. So these are my requirement gathering techniques, which we will be covering it: brainstorming, focus groups, interview, observation, survey, document analysis. Then we will cover impact analysis. Then we will do how we are going to estimate a particular project, how we will make a prioritization. If I am making a particular product, which part I will make first or which part I will make second. We do have some kind of terminologies for that. We will be using it. These are the methodologies. Then we will discuss about gap analysis. Gap analysis, we will be discussing about SWOT, feasibility, comparative. Then how we are going to do the planning, stakeholder analysis and management. From software development lifecycle, waterfall, agile, Kanban, we will be covering. Documentation standpoint, we will be covering BRD, FRD, and DDD. Agile BA will be covering PI planning, epic features, and user stories. Estimation of the features, prioritizations, refinement, grooming, plannings. Project process, basically walkthroughs, refinement, grooming, approval, sprint planning, strikes, demos, tools which we will be covering it. Rally is not accessible. I do not want to like. So Jira would be getting covered. Confluence would be getting covered. Mind mapping will be getting covered. UML will be getting covered. Pencil, Visio, or Draw.io will be getting covered. From technology standpoint, we will be covering SQL, APIs, ETL concept, and CRM concept. Then we will come to the release management process completely. From domain standpoint, we will be covering healthcare, general insurance, and the banking. So these are the things which would be getting covered. Questions, concerns, let me know. Please feel free to ask if you have any questions.
Yes, sir, you have been covering Jira, SQL, API.
Yep.
So actually, till how much depth these softwares will be covered, because there's a plenty of knowledge in these softwares.
Yes, so I'll
So,
be giving you hands-on, right? SQL, I'll be covering you the basic SQLs which are required from a BS standpoint. It's not a data analysis that will be, but SQL, I'll be covering DML, DDLs, everything, and we will be covering around 20 to 30 different types of select functions which will be there. Depth means, see, there is a difference between a data analysis and that is a difference between a business analyst. Okay, data analysis plays with the data. They need to know Python for that. It's not a programming, right? I'm calling it out. It's a business analysis.
so it means mostly the formulas and I mean formulas and the application of the formulas will be covered in the course.
Yes.
It will be including spreadsheets also and these things.
What spreadsheets may I know?
Just like we have Google spreadsheets, so it will be covering those things like that.
Google spreadsheets, why we will use as a BA, Google spreadsheets.
So it will be there, right?
The question is why a BA would be using a Google spreadsheets. Google spreadsheets are we use to upload the data basically. If you are working for a voice process and the non-voice process, okay, we get an Excel or we get a Google sheet over there, so we upload them to our databases.
Yeah,
That you can do it through the SQL.
and to make the dashboards and these things.
That will be getting the dashboards are again, dashboards is the visualization tool. You are not going to do it in the SQL. How will you do the dashboard in the SQL?
No, I don't know.
Yes. So dashboard, we do not make it in the SQL. Either you do it in the in your Excel, or either you use a software which is called Tableau. That's a separate domain. Not domain, that's a separate thing. So your SQLs will be getting covered from a BS standpoint. Jira would be complete hands-on. So we will share the Jira URL with you. You can go play how you are working in the particular industry standard. Confluence, mind mapping, these whatever the BA related tools are there, it will be getting covered completely. And apart from that, ETL concepts.
And sir, how long this course would be?
30 classes.
30 classes.
Yes.
And the class would be
1 hour.
almost daily, or it would be
That I think that you can discuss with the team.
so I mean it would be 30 hours means just like 1.5 month, right?
Yes.
And my aim to join this course is mostly to learn the application part, just like Jira, conflicts, mind mapping.
Don't worry, those are hands-on. I do not go and tell that, okay, this is the why I stopped it over here is so you can ask me any questions. Okay. So from the day onwards, everything will be your hands-on. I am not making sure that okay, you are going and reading my PPTs. This PPT is only for my demo. I'll not go through the PPT or anything else. Day one onwards, how you will capture your requirement. How will you go and work with the stakeholders? If you have experience, you might be knowing it. If you do not have the experience, then I'll be teaching you that the same thing. how will you use your brainstorming session? How will you use your focus group? How will you do the interview? So I would be your stakeholder. I'll be teaching you that. How you
All
are going to
right.
work with my stakeholders. I have 13 years of
And
experience into product management. And these are
all
all
right.
my real-time scenarios. The things which I'll be teaching you from my day-to-day activities only. I am not going to teach you something which is not going to be useful for you.
Okay, got it. And sir, after completing the course, are we supposed to appear for IEIBA certification and
No,
another one
it's a
is C?
purely optional. Okay. Okay. Previously, when we started our career 13 years back, IIBA was a standard for us. So right now, we do have hell n number of certifications available. You can do anything. It is not hard and fast. But previously, I'm just telling you 13 years back, when we were there that time. So CBAP, if someone is doing a CBAP certification, it was a ban. Right now, it's an option. There are a lot of certifications in SI. You can go and you can do anything.
And so which one is the best and the most acceptable?
Except see, people are looking for different things. Let's take an example. If you are going for a industry now, if you're going to try in USA and Canada, then they are looking for mostly the Agile certificate, basic Agile certification. If you are going to try some other ones, so they are looking for CBAP certificate. CBAP certification requires experience. You cannot go and start your CBAP certificate today because they will ask for the company's feedback. Where you are working, how many years experience you have. Then only the label will be open for you. That is a challenge.
And sir, some institutes have policy that after completing the course, the student has mentor approach for the next few months. If there would be any question or anything
No, you can reach
confusion.
out to me if you have any questions. Definitely, that's not an issue.
Okay, we can reach out to you if you have any
Yeah, yeah.
question later
See,
in the
that's
course.
fine. See, I'm teaching it from a longer time. People used to reach it out to me after 2 years as well. If you have questions, you can just ping them or you can just I'll reply. It's not an issue.
And sir, this would be a group session or it would be a one individual session?
That I think you need to check with these folks. That you can ask. I am only meant for the for teaching
All
the
right,
session.
because if it would be individual session, then I would request, I mean, you or some or to the management that we can complete the course by taking 2 hours daily so that we can complete
Two
it in.
hours, 2 hours. It would be a challenge for me because I also need to pick. I can take up to 1.5 hours. It's not an issue.
So we can complete it in less time rather than just dragging it to 1.5 months. We can complete
But
within a month.
the problem is, I'll give you assignments. You need to make sure that you're completing your assignments. Otherwise, people tend to forget.
All right, all right.
Okay, people will
Oh.
go with that particular speed. Once I give them assignment, hey, we didn't study.
And sir, the certificate which will be given by SSIT, I think, is it enough to get a good job in the market, or we have to appear for international certification?
International certification for the entry level is not needed. And may I know which country you are going to try? If you
I'm in Saudi at the moment.
that's fine. It's not an issue.
It will work. It will work over here.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, it's really a good session. You gave me a lot of information. I will discuss the rest of the things just like individual sessions and just like making that 1.5 hour session with the management, and then I'll get back to you. And then I wish I can start.
Yep. Any other questions you have?
And that's it. That's it. It's all already very late at night, so you you give me time. Thank you for that, and you can now take rest, and I will discuss the things in the morning with the management. And tomorrow morning, if the management is working, then otherwise it would be on Monday.
Sure. It's not an issue. Nice
Okay.
talking with you.
Yes, I wish you a very good night.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.